What's going on, guys? This is Williams, and in today's video we are going to discuss a very important tool when it comes to presenting your ideas, and it's called Gamma AI. And what Gamma AI does is that it takes any written document you have and helps you convert it to a PowerPoint presentation. There's even a website builder in it, even though it's in beta testing phase, but then this tool is really helpful when it comes to ensuring that you have a very nice looking presentation in a very short time. So let's get into the tool right away. Signing up is actually very easy. All you need is either your email or a Google account, and it's just a few clicks away. Now, after signing up, you're going to be welcomed by a page like this. At the time of recording, this is how it looks, by the way. And we're going to use the features available. First of all, we are interested in the feature that has to do with AI doing the work for us. So I'm just going to click on Create New AI, Create New with AI. And there are three options here. One is you can paste your text from notes or just some briefings that you've written in a notepad. The second one is you allow AI to generate the whole content of the presentation based on the prompt you give it. And the third one is by importing an existing document or even a presentation that you want to tweak or a web page to convert to a presentation. So we're going to go through all these options and see which works best or how we can just use them. So to use the text option, it's just going to give you a text area where you can just go ahead and type in your text. You can also import files right away from here, but to make this easier, I'm just going to generate some text using ChatGPT and have a random presentation generated. All right, so this is what I asked ChatGPT. I said, give me an outline for the topic, how to embrace AI in your workplace. As you can see, I didn't really tell ChatGPT that I was going to create a presentation out of this. I just made it sound like all I needed was a document or an article or whatsoever that would tell me more about this topic, right? So after that, I said it should create short contents under each heading. Now it has gone ahead to create the outline and the short contents under each heading. So what we're going to do is to try copying everything here as it is and up to this outline without any formatting, of course, even though it has this, but we don't want to be the ones giving it that leisure of saying, okay, fine, this is what you want me to do. I just want to copy it as it is and paste it there. So we have 445 words. I'm going to just copy and paste it here. We don't even know the character limit for this, but let's just hope it accepts everything. Yes, so it did. Oh, this is nice. It actually did accept everything. So the next thing is, after pasting the text itself, it's going to ask you the type of content you would want to create. Now, what I don't understand is the document, because yes, PowerPoint presentation is fine. We already know that this could be a document, and then you just want to create a presentation from it. A web page is something that we would try next, but then a document, it's saying it's a pageless or printable page, good for ebooks, documents, and PDFs. So probably this would just convert this to a PDF, but I don't think it's going to do any modification to it. So let's go ahead and just leave it on the presentation section and click on continue. So it's configuring my prompt, and I don't know if this is doing the same thing as prompt enhancement in AI image generators, where after typing your prompt, you have the liberty to enhance your prompt, and AI would still do the same. So we have an error message here. We couldn't import this file. Please try again. There's no other reason. So let's go ahead and give it a try again and see if maybe it's an error coming from Gamma itself. I don't know, but all right. So this went through. So the first one was just an error. I can't explain what happened. So the we have some settings here, and this is the prompt editor. By the way, we just inputted this, so it's considering it as a prompt. But let's go ahead and check out these options. The first one is the text content. It wants us to choose if it's going to use AI to generate some aspects, and then if it wants us to shorten the AI, if we want to shorten the AI, I mean, or to reformat it while keeping the original content. I'm gonna leave it on generate because I have this basic rule where unless if you have something very specific that you want to achieve, just allow the AI to be creative on its own. Then amount of text per card. Presentations that are really engaging don't really need to have so many words, so leaving it on medium could be fine, but I feel like brief should also work, and that's what I'm going to choose. So this is the target audience, so business leaders and managers looking to implement AI in their organizations. Now take a look at this. It actually checked out the text content itself and realized that this could be the target audience. You could change it if you want, but then this looks fine. The tone is actually okay based on the use case. The output language, well, we have different languages that you can choose from. The default language is US English, but there are other languages here, and you can just go ahead and choose even French. It's fine. So it means it's going to, if you choose any other language different from the language you've used in imputing it, it's going to just help you translate the language. I can see Hausa, and Hausa is a language here in Nigeria, which means it's one of the major languages here in Nigeria. So we have Hausa, we have Igbo, and we have Yoruba, and it means Yoruba will be here, and Igbo should also be among them. So I really don't know how this would look, but this looks very comprehensive. Then the images, it's going to insert images in between to make the presentation really engaging. But you have options. You could either use AI to generate the images, or it could search for images online, or you could just leave it on auto, which I believe that's what we should do, because leaving it on auto would just either generate using AI or search online. But assuming you choose AI generation, then you would have other options to describe the color of the image model, and then there are so many other things that you could do. I think, okay, let's just leave it on AI. Then the format is presentation, and the card height is fluid. Well, this is best for most use cases, but I think this would also work really well because it's good for exporting to PowerPoint or Google Slides. I think I'm just gonna stick with this, and the card width is let's leave it on standard. And now it went ahead and also generated 8 cards. When you create a free account, you would be given 400 credits by default, and for these 8 cards, we would use 40 credits out of our 400 credits, which I feel this is really remarkable. I don't know if these credits get refilled or just reset maybe after a period of time, or once you're done with this, then you have to subscribe to the premium. But I don't think that should be it, right? So let's just go ahead and click on continue and wait for it to load. Okay, so it's actually taking us to a part where we would choose a theme. Now it went ahead and chose the blueberry theme, and it's not so bad. This is how it looks. So we're going to have an image here, we're going to have some text here, and this is how it's going to look with the headings. We could still scroll down to see if there's any other theme that we would prefer other than the default one it chose. I think I actually like this, so I'm just going to click on this, and this is how it's going to look. So after doing everything as it is, you can also just shuffle theme, and it's going to just use AI to find the best possible theme for you. So for this case, now that we have this selected and we have everything in place, next thing is to generate. So as this is generating, one thing I would have loved to have, even though this is just a personal preference, but I'm sure there are so many people that will be there with me on this, is instead of showing just an animation like this showing generate, there should probably be something like a progress bar, or a just something that will show you maybe an estimated time frame that this would complete. I think it's going to just cancel the doubts that you have in probably thinking, would this take long? How long should I wait for it? Should I go get a coffee? Like, what should I be doing while this is working? So it's just a suggestion, but then let's wait for it and see how it works out. All right, so I have waited for this for some time, and it's still on that generating phase. So what I did was to duplicate this page, and then decided to say, okay, fine, let's see what's really happening. And after refreshing the page, I got a disturbing message saying I have run out of credits, and this is it. I don't know if you saw it, but let me just try refreshing the page again. But we have 400 credits, and this said this would take only 40 credits. So what's going on here, Gamma? And it doesn't look like there's any history of what we've started here, and this is still on the generate tab. So let's try running the process all over again using what we already have to see if it fixes the situation. So it just looks like the system is still in not completely stable mode, but we will give it a pass. We will definitely give it a pass because it's actually having a very good plan. So this is still telling us you've run out of credits. Upgrade to one of our pro plans, paid plans for unlimited AI, and we can see that the part to show the credits, it's still trying to load to show us how many credits we have. But yeah, so this is 400 credits, and that message that we've run out of credits is not there anymore. What could be wrong? So let's try continuing again. I'm gonna close this and see what this shows, because it's really surprising. This time we're just going to leave it on the blueberry, everything as default, and try generating. Let's see if this changes anything, but it's actually surprising. All right, so this worked, which means you have to be very patient with Gamma. Like sometimes you can definitely just face situations where you won't really understand what happened. And I am really impressed by the speed of execution, and wow, this is really nice for such a very short time. And these images were all generated using AI, even though you're gonna see from the hand here. Can we regenerate this image? Edit with AI. All right, so we can't really retouch this image. We can just try the surprise me feature and see. Oh, that was really a big surprise. That was all we expected. There should be an option to refresh like the image or regenerate a new one, but there wasn't. And then, so starting from the top, we can see that embracing AI in your workplace. And yeah, so this is my name. unlock the power of AI. So this is the front page. Understand the benefits of AI. So this. So this has actually extracted the text from the overall chunk of text that we gave it. Identify AI ready processes. This is actually a very good presentation. So let's say we want to switch it to a presenter view. Gamma AI already has something like that, which means we don't really need to export it before we start. But I think it's best if we use what we're used to, right? So I'm just going to close this and then exit this part. Then I'm going to try exporting it. So how do we export this? It should be under the share option. All right, so we have share and then export, and we can export it to PowerPoint. So I'm going to do the same for PowerPoint and download it. Because this was generated using AI, the text isn't really something that you would be so proud of. And for this reason, I would definitely just tick against using AI completely for generating the images. So once we are creating the next one, if you are to use the system, you should just probably just stick to it searching the web and seeing if it handles just getting stock images that would fit in perfectly with this, or just closely with this. But the advantage of using the AI images is apart from these errors that you see with the text, the advantage is you get streamlined content, you get streamlined images tailored for the text that you already have here. So if they can fix the text, if they can be like ideogram or Leonardo AI Phoenix model, then it's going to be fine. It's going to be really fine. And it's the image section isn't something that I would complain much about, except for AI doing its thing with people's hands, and I still can't find that image again. But it's you've seen it. I believe we've all seen it, right? So now that we've explored this first part, let's go back home and try the next feature, and trying to create an inline prompt within a few seconds using it. So I'm going to just describe what I want. So we're going to use the same prompts that we use in ChatGPT, but this time we would do some little modifications so it could sound more like a prompt. So this is what I did. I just said create a presentation for the topic this. So it's just under presentations, so it's going to generate the outline. But as we want to just use it for a web page, it's going to still be similar. Yes, it is. So let's use the web page option for this case. All right, so create a presentation for this. Yeah, so create a website for this, or a web page for the topic this. Does this even sound correct? Let's just see how it goes. So there is introduction and all that, and this is 9 cards, and it's actually also 40 credits. Now we would have to do some settings and amount of text per card. I don't know why would it be in card form, because it's going to be on the web page. So is each card going to be a page? I'm not sure. So for the image source, well, for this case, let's use auto. Just have a blend of the two and click on continue. All right, so it took us straight to PowerPoint presentation, which is surprising. Should we continue, or do we need to stop from here? But let's just try continuing to see to generate. So does it mean I need to expect another error and then I have to retry based on our previous experiences? But let's see, maybe it would surprise us this time. But the process is actually really fast. It it just takes time for this to generate based on the errors that we face. All right, so this is generating real fast, and I must say I really like this because this could be a very easy and fast way to create websites. But the first part was really confusing. I actually thought it was still going to create a presentation. We just had to continue to see where it was heading to. But the choice of text actually matches the theme of like the topic in question. And then some of these texts here are not really necessary, like at the introduction. So you need to do your own manual editing. But so far, all right, I can see some images somewhere. So once we scroll down, yeah, this is nice. So who is this guy? What is he doing? Where is he standing exactly? Is he anyway? Not to criticize the AI image generated by this, because this tool is aimed at just specializing more in on creating these UIs other than becoming an expert in doing the AI image generation. So we're going to give them a pass for it. But I really like this. So does this work? Yeah, this works. It's an accordion. How about the links? All right, so we have this. It means we can go ahead and either delete or change the color, do our own styling, and then we link it. Yeah, so we can add a hyperlink here. Wow, I love this. I love this. So once we like this, we can publish it to a domain that has gamma site, like .gamma site, or we can just go ahead and add a custom domain which would just link it to any of the domains we give. And this is all we can do with it. So we can't really export it and add to like a domain from somewhere. So if you want to add to a custom domain, you need to be a pro member in Gamma site, like in Gamma AI site. So you can't really escape that. But I feel like this could also give you an idea of how to approach your website or how to design a particular website. This should give you more like a framework to use. And yes, this is really interesting, and you can see how long it took to do this. It didn't really take time, other than some of the minor errors that we've been facing. Apart from that, it's fine. And then the credit system is also very, very good. These are the plans actually. If you want to upgrade from free account, the next plan is $8 per month, and you get all this access. And if you want to just go to the pricing section, I think we have the pricing section around here. The pricing would show you even the free tier, and the free tier just gives you 400 AI credits at startup, but it doesn't mention if these credits get reset at the end of every month or at some certain time. But I feel like this is a tool that you could really come in handy for you at any given point in time. You can just go ahead and give it a try, feed it with whatsoever it is that you have in mind, and see if it works out well for you. So that's been it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.